E3 and giving our predictions for E3. I feel like that's what I just said. Just redundant and shit. But yeah, I'm the Slump Guy Millionaire. I'll let everybody else introduce themselves.
My name is Austin. Right now,
Why you sound depressed? You sound depressed to be Austin.
My name is Austin.
Because he can't spell his own gamer tag right. That's why.
Whatever.
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Well, I'm Austin, and a gamer tag on Xbox is Depsai Everete. I'm going to probably change that back to the original Rev Dot.
What up, mama?
Hi, Mom.
That's it about me.
Hello, Ms. Harris.
My name is Devin, or Top 3%. You can check me out on Twitch if you're trying to.
Twitch at what?
Oh, Devin, DEV0N.
Alright, it's your boy Luke, a.k.a. Fluke, a.k.a. Rich Lucas III. You already know how it is and how I do.
So, well, I mean, dang, we just went through that whole thing. Okay. Well, I have to reveal this news again about Sonic.
Man.
Can we stop talking about this?
We got to bring it back up. The Sonic director, I don't know what his name is. He doesn't need to be named on this podcast. He came out and said the cries and comments have been heard. We hear you, and we're working on it. We're changing it. So
He ain't trying to go bust at the box office. I ain't
yeah,
mad at
exactly. He doesn't want for he doesn't want that bullshit to be shown.
Oh my God.
On the damn screen. We're trying to get more something like that.
At the conference room table, what were they thinking?
I don't know. Like I said, he came to this. Somebody came to the table, put that down. Was like, this shit gonna be hot.
Right.
Like, oh, what did I do? Gosh, damn.
Man.
No, it's still going.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what's going on.
yeah, he really does.
Oh, I see. Your thing restarted. Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, we're gonna be talking about our predictions for E3. Just going through Nintendo and Microsoft and all the. I'm not gonna really go through each individual developer. You notice I didn't name Sony. That's because they are not part of E3 this year, which is kind of depressing because that's a big thing that we usually go to because they show it at the movie theater here in KCMO.
Right. Or Bethesda's not coming either.
I didn't even know that.
I'm not really worried about
Yeah.
Bethesda. They can go sit down and think about some things. You know?
Oh.
F Bethesda.
Oh.
We watch my mouth.
Don't do Bethesda.
Come on now, man. What else do they gotta do? What? Come on, man.
Come on, Destiny? No, not Destiny. My bad.
Talking about Fallout.
Bethesda.
Fallout said they do got an answer for
Yeah,
Fallout.
they got an answer for that.
And the collector's editions, they're false advertising and stuff, man.
All these companies collectively.
They just
They got
need
good
to-
games. They got
They
a
got
new
good games.
Wolfenstein coming out. They
That's
got,
the only thing they got for them. Going for them, bro. I mean, they got Doom, but I mean,
None of those are big.
that's not gonna. You're not gonna have a whole press conference for Doom and
Nah.
Wolfenstein.
No, I mean,
And
You
then
could maybe for Wolfenstein.
there is no ESO. Calm down on Fallout. Have you played 76? Exactly.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll live stream 76. You can watch it.
Bro, I paid
We'll last
$60
about
for
15.
76, and I'm the cheapest person alive, and I've only played it 30 minutes.
I took off
I
to
got
play 76, and I was
Yeah.
truly pissed.
I got
I
to
mean,
level 17
you're
to stop
talking
playing.
to robots and
Yeah, that wasn't.
You're not even
cool.
talking to robots
Yeah.
barely. You're talking to
or hologram,
Recordings.
whatever it is. You have
You're-
recordings
you're
or
listening
whatever.
to recording.
The
Yeah.
beta was very. Yeah.
Hey, we got my boy Eric Harris in the chat.
What's going on?
Yes, you are. I don't know what that's replied to, but
That you're cheap, probably.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I get it from you.
Hey, if my boy Eric Harris ain't playing Fallout, then we know.
So I'm gonna go through the Nintendo portion first. Probably not a shock to anybody. Metroid Prime trilogy, like I was saying earlier, they restarted the development for Metroid Prime 4. I guess they didn't like what they had going for it. It's still in beta.
What is it?
You would think.
Yeah, that's what
Nah,
that's what it play like. That's what it play like.
That motherfucker's in alpha.
Yeah. Jeez, we.
Yeah. But yeah, Metroid Prime trilogy, I think. We're probably going to get, well, not probably, we're going to get Link's Awakening gameplay and release date, probably, most likely. And I'm wanting a new Advance Wars game. There's only a few RTS games that I'll play, and it's Fire Emblem and Advance Wars.
When's the last one? When was the last one? Like Game Boy Advance?
Something on Game Boy Advance, yeah, probably like in 05 or something. And those are like one of Nintendo's best sellers. So I heard the Mario versus Rabbids game was good, but I mean,
Those type of games don't interest me.
I'm out on that. I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, but they just said it was a good RTS game. But yeah, I mean, the Rabbids don't intrigue me. It's too goofy for me. But I definitely think that they're going to be porting GTA 5 over to Switch. Too much money to be made. And there's not much that they're going to have to do. I mean, if people always say that, the Switch is not going to be able to run GTA 5, I don't understand that thinking because GTA 5 was launched on the 360.
Yeah.
But I think they could pull it off. Like I said, LA Noire came out on the Switch, and yeah. Hell, they got... Well, I guess it's not the same thing technically, but... Well, we need to talk about Mortal Kombat 11 for a second, man.
Microtransactions.
We got to talk about these damn microtransactions that's plaguing our gaming community. What is going on,
about
man?
Money. It's not about making good games anymore.
Like, I'm swear these companies are doing it on purpose. They're releasing these damn games so they can get a week of these microtransactions, and then they go back and say, "Oh, well, we're gonna change it." Like, they did it with Shadow of War. They did it with what is it called? Battlefront. Well, actually, they just took it completely out of that. But
Battlefront's just garbage.
But still though, like they implemented that and then like had all. Well, how many characters did they give you? It was like
what?
Battlefront.
I don't know, bro.
Like it was maybe like 4 or 5 characters, and then like the rest you had to.
You had to buy Han Solo.
You either had to put like a whole bunch of hours in to get like everything else, or you spend money.
They're saying that it takes like a few thousand, like 3,000, I think was the number, hours to unlock everything in Mortal Kombat 11, or you could pay $300 a character to unlock everything.
See, I mean, I like the grinding part.
Bro.
I hear
Bro, I understand grinding,
that's too
bro.
much. Yeah, that's too much.
I mean,
that's a fighting game.
I mean,
bro.
shit.
That's
you know,
that's a
You
lot
should play
of
that game
grinding.
for a couple, maybe a few.
Like I
weeks.
really
don't
wanted
know.
it, but I'm gonna just hold off on it until it drops down to like 30.
Yeah,
That's the sweet spot for me. 25. You know, if I could say that 5. You know,
Yeah, nah.
I overlook it. It's a good game, man. It's just.
yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I loved it when I was playing the beta, but
You definitely missed the old days of gaming where you used to get that joint in full.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
We'll probably be releasing a complete edition with a K in about a year. So if you want to wait for that, you can. But yeah. Next up, I don't know if I said Overwatch already, but I'm pretty positive Overwatch is coming to Switch. I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty
I
positive.
thought Jeff Kaplan was just dogging the Switch not too long ago.
Come on, man. He goes back and forth every time he talks. Now, I don't know nothing about the guy, but it seems like every time I hear something that he's saying, it's like he's contradicting himself from a couple weeks ago.
He's definitely not a good director of a game at all.
But who's worse, him or Michael Condrey?
Jeff Kaplan.
Yeah.
Jeff Kaplan is the worst.
Michael Condrey, if you look back at it, he wasn't that bad. He was just kind of like cocky.
I'm not in the Overwatch league. I'm not signed under contract to say it. He sucks as a gaming developer.
I mean, you still play his game, so he don't suck that bad.
I don't play his game anymore.
Come on, how many hours you got on Overwatch?
I have like 1,500.
Exactly. So he don't suck that bad. Next up, we got Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
One of the few games that DevSide completed.
I just don't understand.
Wow.
I don't
One of the
understand
2
why
games.
That is not 2 games.
When
Okay,
you,
thank you.
when you release a game and it sucks, and then 5 months later you decide to release the patch and make it good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, time is lost, and I'm not playing it no more. That's it.
The game was cool. What do you mean?
The game wasn't all that when
The
it
game
first
was
came
not
out.
that good, bro. That game was mediocre.
You didn't even play it that launch.
I didn't play that one. Are you sure?
No.
You know, I don't remember. Okay.
Nah, you didn't play it that launch.
Oh, okay.
You played it like around the time they started doing those updates.
Yeah, I heard it was really, really good after the updates, though.
It's too late now, man.
I'm probably still gonna
I
play
got
it.
that game 2 years ago for Christmas, and I haven't played it since.
I thought I played that at launch. Probably not at launch. It was probably like maybe a couple of days or maybe a week. But I'm pretty sure I played it. The story, I love the story. The story, the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. It's not gonna have a bad story.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let's
I
talk.
didn't think it was anything wrong.
Let's talk about Borderlands 3. Hey,
I mean, even to talk about. It's just
that reveal was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People were complaining about the graphics. I don't understand what's there to complain about.
I can't say.
It's a cell shaded game.
Right.
You know, I mean,
and that's always going to be Borderlands style as it should be.
Yeah.
My main complaint is they keep bringing the siren back, and I understand the siren.
Why? And people love the siren.
The siren is cool.
But we need. I need some variety.
Especially that.
They said that all the characters are gonna be different this time.
I would hope so. I hope the siren is completely different because in Borderlands 2 to 1, I believe the siren was basically the same.
I don't know. I had no problem with the siren. If y'all don't know, Zelda Man likes to. He's a Skip Bayless of the group. He likes to nitpick stuff.
Oh man,
dude,
that's fine every once in a while, but he'll find the negative in something.
I can't speak on this game because I really ain't played it. More of a Destiny.
Oh, I'm sure.
More of a Destiny
I think
person.
you're lying right by now. We all agreed to play together.
Borderlands is probably like 100 times better than Destiny.
It's way better than Destiny. No, Destiny doesn't exist without Borderlands.
I don't know.
It definitely doesn't. Borderlands created that genre.
See, that's the
I
thing.
feel you.
I want the
I just,
Berserker.
I just really can't say anything about the game for real. I really ain't putting enough hours into it.
You're at level
I feel
25.
I'm at level 15.
I feel you, man. But yeah, man, that's one of my favorite games of all time.
This guy.
Moving on though, still on the Nintendo show. Will they do any 3DS stuff? I didn't think about that. Probably not. I think 3DS might be dead.
I haven't touched my 3DS in a while.
Man.
They might release a couple more games. I think Luigi's Mansion is coming. But aside from that, yeah, they're releasing the GameCube version.
Yeah, with the Switch coming out, I mean, they're bringing that the flagship of the Pokemon Sword and...
Yeah, when is that game coming out?
Sword and
Fall.
Shield? In the fall?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, they're bringing one of...
That's me, my bad.
Oh, they're good.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That Sword and Shield. That's going to make so much money and sell so many consoles, man.
How much money do you think it's going to make?
It's gonna make.
How much did Let's Go make? And that wasn't even a fucking excuse my
that-
language.
I'm
That
gonna
wasn't
say-
even a full Pokemon game.
Wasn't like a bill. Somewhere
they
$1 million.
I don't know how many
I think
copies
it's
they
gonna
sold
make-
of that.
I'm gonna think it's gonna make $1 billion.
I mean, what you talking about? Sword and
Pokemon
Shield?
Let's Go copies sold.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Dude,
doubt it. Yeah.
Look at how many copies we're gonna sell in Japan.
Yeah, and then
They don't play about
you
that.
know what? With Sword and Shield, like I wonder if they're gonna start, like if they're gonna bring almost like all the stuff, like all the stuff that you could have done in like the
So hard to
previous
find they
games,
sell
like
them.
how
Have it all together.
like no, like having like you could walk with your Pokemon behind you, like how they brought that from Gold. What was that? Leaf, not Leaf Gold. What is those Silver Soul Silver?
Soul Silver?
Yeah, Soul Silver. And that where your Pokemon could follow behind you.
Never
And
played
just-
either one of those.
You did
Really?
It was good. They were good games. Yeah, just
I think that was when I took a break from Pokemon for whatever reason.
Mm.
And then the next game I played was Diamond and Pearl.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, this
Okay.
just
I
bringing-
played Silver and Gold, but not Soul Silver.
No, so yeah.
Silver.
Just basically just bringing this all the like the good stuff from the previous games into Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice. The how they did with Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, having your Pokemon follow behind you.
2 million copies.
10 million
Wow.
copies. Oh, really?
It's ridiculous.
Yep. And when did that come out? I don't know.
What you talking about? Let's Go.
Yeah,
Or-
I can't remember when
almost a
that
year
came
ago.
out. I don't think it was a full year ago.
It was that, yeah, you're right.
It came out in September, I think, because it was around my birthday.
Yeah.
What was that? Doom Eternal. I mean, they released Doom 1 on there. I think there's going to be some Breath of the Wild DLC. Either that or they're going to release a Majora's Mask type sequel, maybe? Or maybe I'm just wishing for too much right there. I don't know.
Your dreams.
Golden Sun.
Oh.
That would be pretty awesome if they did that. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Because they're also releasing or working on The Town. And that's a game by Game Freak, who is the developer for Pokemon. And then Banjo-Kazooie and Mass Effect. May as well release a Mass Effect trilogy on there, so why not?
Yeah.
Bring Andromeda to the Switch.
No, I said trilogy, so 1 through 3.
So bring Andromeda so y'all can suffer like everybody else did.
No, they already gave Andromeda at 90% off discounts.
Wow. Yeah, Andromeda.
Jeez.
It's $1.
Andromeda's been given away. They sold it for $2 at one point.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna buckle down. I'm gonna real be serious. I'm gonna buckle down and just play that game.
Bro, I popped it in a week ago, and it took like 5 to 10 minutes for it to load up.
Really?
So I turned it off. I didn't feel like playing it no more.
Jeez.
Literally, like, no exaggeration. It took like 5 to 10 minutes.
I think I took a shower and came back and you were so weak.
Because I had died in blackout. And I was like, okay, man, I'm just gonna play this. I started up and I started like just sitting there. It was just loading. It was like, and then it finally popped in. And I'm like, man, why am I putting myself through this shit when I could play Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something like that?
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm just gonna I really want to see like if the story, if it has a good story. I believe it probably does. It's
story
just
don't
the
mean that the
gameplay
gameplay
is
sucks.
terrible.
You know that's actually a really good point.
I heard about Days Gone. I heard that game sucks. Except
Really?
I heard that it gets boring.
Yeah, like it gets repetitive.
It looked repetitive and just.
I mean, it's 60 hours long. That type of game
It
shouldn't
looks
be
like
that
a
long.
poor man's Last of Us / Uncharted. They try to like bite from both.
Well, I mean, it's developed by Sony.
Yeah.
Sony being or something like that, one of their companies. But going on to Microsoft, I could have swore before I talk about the Xbox. What is the rumor for Assassin's Creed? What was it?
They've been dropping the ball with Assassin's Creed games. They need to step it up. And what's the last good one they made?
Odyssey.
Odyssey was good.
Odyssey Origins.
Yeah.
Syndicate was nice. I don't care what nobody
maybe I'm just
said.
expecting
Syndicate was really. That honestly brought me back to the Assassin's Creed.
I don't think I
franchise.
played Syndicate.
Yeah,
It's really. It gets repetitive, but it's a different type of Assassin's Creed. Home base is a train that moves around the entire city the whole time. Like you can switch off between two characters whenever. They both got their own tasks that you got to complete for the whole story. Like to me, it was the best one I played since 3.
Syndicate, which one is that?
That's the one with the brother and sister out in England.
London.
Yeah, London.
Okay, what's the one with where they were trying to introduce multiplayer?
That is the other one that came out with it.
With it, Unity. Oh, okay, Unity. Okay.
That's the one that's a glitchy mess.
I didn't even bother.
I want to say that they said
I want to play
something.
Unity, but
Don't
I just.
You're better off picking
that
up
Roman.
85 gigabyte update.
Roman Empire. That's what it was.
You talking about Odyssey?
That's what the rumor is for the next Assassin's Creed game for
that'd be nice.
2020. So they might announce it. And I like that Assassin's Creed is doing that now. They're skipping years.
Yeah.
Not just going back to back. But
with one character.
especially with how big they're making them games now, because those games are long. It took me a while to get through Origins.
I haven't even discovered half of that map yet. And
Yeah.
I played that game. I put some decent hours into it.
My disc drive gave out. So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna replace that bad boy.
you can give me $500.
Oh,
You get that Xbox One Sad edition, bro.
Xbox One.
What is this Xbox One Saturday?
All
What
right,
is
so
that?
I haven't talked to anybody about this Sad edition, man.
You bought the digital?
Gosh damn it, Microsoft! What the hell? All right. So Microsoft released an Xbox One S without a disc drive. All right. So it's all digital, okay? So you would think that that's gonna make it cheaper. You know, you want it to be cheaper than your other version of your console.
Yeah.
Why the hell is it retailing at $250?
Yeah.
So you got the Xbox One Sad Edition, and then you got your Xbox One S selling for $199. So I'm gonna pay more money for less hardware. It just don't make no sense.
No, I don't.
I thought people said they took it apart and it was like the same thing on the inside.
It's literally the same thing.
But they just took the disc drive.
Literally, it still says eject on the board.
Are you?
There's just no disc drive in it.
Wow.
And then Microsoft shot themselves in the foot even more with an ad that they were running. They were like, I can't even remember. It was really terrible. I'm gonna have to find it.
Wow.
It was like it's like an Xbox, but just with no disc drive for the same money. It's like,
wow.
Yeah, that's what the fuck it is. Like, I don't know, man. That really annoyed me. I don't know why it annoyed me so much.
It annoyed you because it's a terrible attempt at
Like, I can just buy a regular Xbox One S and just not use the disc drive and call it digital.
Instead of trying to make more money, they need to make more exclusives.
My man called it sad.
Hey, man, that's what they get for.
Yeah.
And who the hell names these Xboxes, bro? Xbox One S all digital edition.
Sad.
Come on, man. That's terrible.
Sad. That's sad.
Moving on to Microsoft. Xbox One Scarlet, or I think that's what they're calling it.
That's what the code name.
Yeah, I think that's what the code name is because whatever.
Who be naming these projects? Scarlet.
Scarlet's actually not bad.
I mean, but I mean, like when I think of Scarlet, I think of like something futuristic, high tech stuff. But like,
exactly.
Yeah, right. No, what I'm saying is like, if you're just saying this is gonna be like what, this a beefed up.
Well, that's what I think. My prediction is going to be a beefed up Xbox One X with the capability of streaming games.
The beefed up Xbox One X is a beast.
So it's pretty much going to be a watered down PC.
Well,
I mean, I guess all consoles
That's
are.
what the hell. But that's another thing that I've been thinking about. I think about video games all the time. Video games
You don't say.
Video games run my life. All right, I'm sitting at work and I'll be helping somebody. I'll be thinking about video games. But I hope that they dial it back from the whole damn Windows style of UI. That shit is terrible. It's terrible. It's slow. It's clunky. It's like I don't want to feel like I'm using a damn computer
tablet.
when I'm or a tablet.
Feels like.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know.
And bring back the Kinect. No, just play.
It was good. That Connect was actually okay for the first 2 years.
That Connect the rating of all those terrible games.
Where's that?
That Connect is the reason.
Can you see it? It's a purple case on the middle shelf, bro. It should be at the left side, possible.
You don't have Fable no more because of the Connect. You say it's alright.
If you can't see it, it's all good.
I don't see it. But hey, man,
I just want to know why it's taking so long to make a good virtual reality Star Wars game where you can use lightsabers and all that stuff.
Was it good? Didn't they make one with that?
They made one for PS, but I don't know how that turned out. And then I think that's what they're trying to do with. No, I take that back. But they were trying to do like a VR version of Star Wars, but I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. I think it got scrapped.
Yeah, I'm out on VR until it becomes more affordable.
Yeah, you know what? They might, just like how they were doing, like with this, is it EA that's doing what is it, Fallen Jedi or?
Yeah,
okay.
Beat Saber.
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
I want to play that. It's at every single convention that we go to.
But
there's always a lot of people.
Yeah, with the Fallen Order, just like how and Fallen Order does really good.
I would assume it would.
Right, if it does really good,
it's EA.
Well, yeah. Like how they did with Skyrim, how they did the VR Skyrim, like they might try to implement that, like try to come up with another version of Fallen Order.
Have you played Blades?
No.
Okay.
Which one's that game on the phone?
The handheld version. It looks nice. I just never really got a chance to touch it.
Like I really want to do the VR with Skyrim. I just know I would probably be sick. I would get sick playing that.
Yeah, just like 4K, I'm out on VR until it becomes more affordable.
You know what I was thinking about? Why are there still batteries in Xbox One controllers? In any Microsoft controller?
I don't know.
Leave it alone, G.
But I mean, on the same token, if you think about the PS3 or PS4 controller, both of those are terrible for battery life.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That is the thing about it too.
They actually do.
PS3 was really bad.
PS3 was horrendous.
Terrible.
Oh my god!
You couldn't play with it while you was charging.
No.
Yeah, and the PS4 controllers, like the battery life. Like I got a PS4 controller right now that like the battery life sucks on it. Like I have to keep it on the cord all the time.
Well, it should be someone's job to figure out a way to keep battery life in a controller.
80 hours.
Wow.
Just
That's
saying.
a switch.
And
the controller costs $70,
That's worth it.
but it's 80 hours charge.
I mean,
That's some good
I can't
investment.
say nothing. I bought a $150 controller, so
You did buy that Elite controller.
You did.
You ain't a gamer, bro.
I did.
Do you even use the paddles?
I heard those are actually good controllers.
It is. I love.
I heard that the paddles break or something like that.
No, they're magnetic. They come off. They're easy.
It's something that a reoccurring problem.
Now I will say this: the grip that's on the back of it. I am experiencing it's coming.
I think you can replace that though.
Yeah, but I was just gonna take some Gorilla Glue and just.
Good luck with
If I invest in something like that, I'm not putting.
I feel you, but it takes a lot to like really. Like, I can't stand this. Need to write to somebody.
You gonna go buy some expensive Gorilla Glue?
No, man. Or you know what? I guess.
Hey, I work in a home improvement store, bro. I know how much Gorilla Glue costs.
I mean, you know what? I'm thinking about these controllers still. I'm not even mad about the batteries being in the Xbox controller still. I know everybody makes it.
Bro.
I mean, because it is, but at the same time, you can still plug in that controller to the console.
It just seems very weird.
Let me ask you this question: What year did the Xbox 360 come out?
What was that? 05?
Yeah, it was like
that was 15 years ago. And we still got batteries 15 years ago.
But it's not a good look that we still have batteries.
Bro,
I'll put it like this. I use
15 years ago.
I use rechargeable batteries, right? So like, I don't know. To me, it's easier to pop them out and pop them back in as opposed to having to plug the controller in. You're already restricted to 5 to 10 feet, whereas that controller you can play at any range.
You're telling me you'd rather have to remember to plug your rechargeable batteries and then just plug that controller in, charge it for a few hours, and play for 80 hours straight without charging?
I mean, but you
maybe they were trying to cut some cost or something.
They sold that console for $500. They ain't cutting no cost.
Did it come out at $500? I don't think.
Dude, yes it did.
Yeah.
Xbox One did.
It did.
How much is the one that's selling for?
I remember paying $700 for mine.
One X is $400 now.
That's still a lot of money, dude.
$400 ain't bad for that console.
No.
There's a lot in that console. It does a lot. But I don't know. They're not making no money with it at that price though. Damn sure not making no money on it. What am I looking at? Fable. Yeah. Got that. Oh, let's get it again. So you gotta find it, bro. It's a purple case.
Here, move out your way, bro.
Fable.
It might not. Maybe it's not down there.
It's an Xbox 360 game?
No.
Yeah. No, it's 360.
Oh, the Kinect one?
Yeah. It was 360. You don't remember?
Oh.
Yeah. What was it called? It was like Fable.
Lost Journey, I think.
It was a Lost Journey. Okay.
Yeah, it just might not be.
Yeah,
over
bro,
there.
it's cool, man.
It may not be over there, but yeah, man.
If not, that's not even worth mentioning. That's something like the.
I'm just saying that's the last Fable game y'all got.
Yep.
It's done.
Yeah, but yeah, I think. Well, actually, it's pretty certain that Fable's gonna be announced.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do the idea that they were going with of being almost like a D&D style, which I wouldn't be mad at it because how D&D a lot more people are talking about D&D now. I want to do D&D. Some people, my friends, I call friends, don't want to do it.
I mean, it ain't even that. It's just that if they're going that route, what I don't know. What could they do as far as story wise?
Oh, they can do a bunch of stuff. Story wise, like if you played which I don't think none of you have played Divinity, what was it called? Original Sins, Divinity Original Sins. Like that's like D&D.
Not sure if that's what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure. Oh well, it's probably not. Whatever. I like the game because the D&D aspect and the storytelling. I think
actually maybe it is.
But
Original Sin, yeah.
Yeah, Original Sin, yeah.
Okay.
That's my little 2 cents on it.
Oh yeah, I know. Scarlet. I think it's probably gonna come out next year, end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Probably same thing with PS5. Actually, PS5 may be petty and
I'm just going to invest in a PC, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what price point.
I mean, okay, I'll put it like this. Because I feel like, well, I guess you would always have to refresh your PC too, but would it cost you that much every 5, 6, 7 years to? That's what I'm saying.
Because like It just depends on like the graphic card. Like you can put a real good graphic card in your computer.
And that will last you. Hot.
Yeah, and that will last you.
They are expensive.
That'll last you pretty good. Pretty good amount.
Gaming experience though, dude.
Yep. That's actual facts.
Yeah. Like
it's an investment.
With console, they probably pop those out every 5, 6
Well, they're
years?
extending it now, kind of milking it by putting out these upgraded editions. But yeah.
Which I think is kind of dumb now because how they're pushing out the PS4 Pro and then the Xbox One X.
I mean, technically that was a necessary thing because, I mean, people have 4K TVs and their gaming experience isn't changing.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's to me. I think it's got like how my disc drive is going out now. I need to get another Xbox, but I don't want to buy another Xbox because
I'm pretty sure my funny we were talking about it, my wireless remote receiver is going out in my Xbox.
Yeah, just like too bad.
So I'm like restricted to playing wired.
This drop really ain't that much.
Well, yeah, but see then
like $30.
Yeah, but then like there's another problem like how he's saying his wireless receiver, like the wireless receiver for my Xbox is going out as well too. Like I can hardly get online almost.
Yeah.
I mean, not like that. I mean, like
I'm talking about my Xbox.
You're talking about the actual Wi-Fi. I'm talking about my
like,
controller. Like I can't sit there and play a game an hour straight without my controller disconnected.
No. I feel you. What I'm saying is when I got my Xbox, it was like the first one that came out. So
that was
now,
6 years ago.
Yeah. Jeez. So like I'm already experiencing these problems where my disc drive.
Well, it shouldn't be like that. They just show that they don't make them as good as they used to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then
don't you buy the new one?
I want to buy the new one, but I don't want to buy the new one. And then a year later, the new one comes out. Now it's just like I already paid $500 for this. Now the new one's gonna be.
That's the thing that I like about Nintendo, man. Is like that Switch.
They keep it
I don't know if it's over there. I swear in 20 years it's not over there, but I swear in 20 years that Switch is gonna work.
Yep.
That my Nintendo 64 that I got when I was a kid, it's been thrown out of windows. It's been in tornadoes and probably thrown down a rock slide, and it still works. I don't know. Wow. But even if you go back and look at the PlayStation 1, like
I mean, I took mine apart, so mine's not.
I mean, those things they just weren't the most durable thing.
Yeah, but with Switch, they're making another one. They're making.
Nintendo declined or said that that's not true.
Oh, it's not.
But they're probably lying. They might not say it at E3, but yeah.
Yeah, is this one supposed to be is it supposed to be larger or
is this supposed to be beefed up?
Beefed up, okay.
Which I'll buy.
Yeah, now I would, because I think Switch. Now it took me the longest. I had no clue the Switch was touchscreen. I had no clue at all. Like that's bad.
You don't tell people,
right? That's bad. That's bad. But still, I didn't know it was touchscreen.
How did you figure out? You just touched it.
This one.
Bro, what do you think?
I think it was I woke it up and.
But don't they tell you to touch it when you're setting it up?
I don't remember. That's the thing. I don't remember. I think I just.
Come on.
I'm terrible, but the Switch is really good. I like it. It's really good.
The Switch is actually pretty good.
It's really good. If they came out with a beefed up version, I know I would buy it.
Hold on, I got a message for Sony, man. Sony. Y'all talking about AK, stop the bullshit, okay? This has been bothering me, okay? Like I said, I think about video games pretty often. The PS4 Pro is barely displaying full 4K. You want us to believe that your PS5 is going to display 8K?
I mean, what if it does?
Come on, bro.
What is
That's like Google Stadia talking about they're going to be pushing 8K through damn streaming.
What does 8K even look like?
Where?
No.
What TV are you gonna have to run 8K?
Right.
Well, I mean, they got 8K TVs, but
but how much are they?
10,000.
How much is that PS5 gonna be?
Nah, 8K TV. The TVs now are like.
I've never seen an 8K TV before.
I don't even have a
That's
4K.
why I see one.
I only just got a 4K.
I think my TV is when they say ultra HD, is that 4K or is that just like it's
I thought
bare minimum 4K.
I thought that was just Ultra HD.
Is it just
I
Ultra
don't
HD?
think it's 4K.
They use so many different terminology now that
I've seen 5K.
Yeah,
before.
talking about the same thing. I haven't seen no 5K.
you just talking about UHD.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
UHD. Yeah,
That's messed up.
and I keep looking the TV up and see if it's 4K, and people say it's 4K. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't know what
But
4K
that's
looks
the
like.
thing though, because it's
I thought
4K.
that,
but if you look at the PS4 Pro, most of their games aren't running at a 4K resolution.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. That it just stop it with the 8K bullshit. Was it gonna be 8K 12 frames per second?
Man.
UHD is 4K. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's I just wanted to holler at Sony a little bit, man. I think we already talked about Fable, Banjo Kazooie. They'll probably Rare needs something to do. Well, I guess they're still working on Sea of Thieves to try to make that game relevant.
Whew.
The problem
I actually heard their last update is good.
No,
Is
they're big
Yeah,
players.
they said they brought in story missions or something.
Oh, for real?
You want to know what problem with that game?
We should jump on there one day and just see.
I'm out.
Who has Sea of Thieves?
I don't even know.
I don't have Game Pass.
Yeah, well, we get Game
I don't
Pass.
know.
How much is Game Pass? Like $5 bucks?
No, it's
10.
Is it 10?
It's good $9.99.
It's
Why
just,
don't we just do it for 1 month and just see?
I was gonna say the first month I thought was free.
don't get it. Don't get
Bro,
it.
you can probably buy that game for $10.
They're babying
Yeah, that's
that. They're
true.
babying the fan base in that game too much, and it's going downhill. When you're punishing players for being a pirate in a pirate game, you're.
But there's levels to it. There's
No,
levels
if
to it.
I want to plunder, I should be able to plunder.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
levels
There's
to it,
plunder.
man.
There's being a pirate.
You're
and
driving
I think
around,
there's
blowing
being-
up their boats and stealing their loot. That's what pirates do.
Anyway, we're definitely not about to talk about Sea of Thieves. Dino Crisis remake, like I said, they're probably going to be making Dino Crisis. Capcom obviously doesn't like to, besides Devil, well, I guess they made Devil May Cry, but they don't like original content. So they like to remake. So, and that's fine with me because they have a lot of good games to remake. You trying to get me copyrighted, bro?
My bad. I didn't think anybody was going to call me. My bad.
Cyberpunk. Hopefully that game is good. I'm sure that they'll show more gameplay. Probably give a release date. There's another thing I want to talk about. We're getting to that area where consoles are about to be coming out. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the big titles, they're probably going to be split in between two consoles, I think. Like Halo Infinite or whatever it's called, it's probably going to come out on both consoles if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If they
Or
take it,
Gears
if
of
they do
War.
it right, yeah, because they're probably taking a page from GTA 5.
Yeah.
And they did it by far the best.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't think no, there isn't a game I've seen jump platforms like that and succeed the way it has.
Yeah,
So.
like jump from.
Yeah, from the 360,
Yeah.
like straight to the one, cross plat, like that, you know what I mean?
Every
Right.
update they did was just
Destiny
amazing
did
for that game.
Destiny?
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right,
yeah,
Yeah,
Destiny
Destiny
did. Yeah, Destiny did it.
But I mean, it's not good.
It ain't
Nothing's
GTA
Grand Theft
5.
Auto.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's
GTA
not-
5 is out
yeah,
there, dude.
and then
they set the standard to me.
Yeah, the jump to the consoles and jump to PC.
Oh, man.
Now it's getting ready to jump to
That game's been out for 6 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
It is still full price.
Yeah. Yep. They keep putting out content. That's perfectly executed game with service or games through service. or
They don't
whatever it's
require that many. I mean, they have microtransactions, but the game doesn't depend on it.
Yeah,
That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Now I want. That started another whole conversation.
called. What is that?
No, I was gonna say about Red Dead. Like what? Like I wondered what happened to Red Dead. Like
It's the game itself is not really conducive to culture. Like it's a good game. Like I've been playing it. I've been playing that and the first one. Like it's just slow because it's too the game itself is set too old and it's just too slow. Especially the second one I've been playing the first one here the past couple of days, and man, them horses be flying in the first one. And the second one, dude, it's like a slow trot. I'm like, oh my god, come on.
And I can get past that, but I just think as far as online goes, there's only so much that you can do with a old western.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not like Grand Theft Auto where you can do anything under the sun.
Yeah.
But I feel like Red Dead would be a lot better if you could. And granted, I haven't played online lately, but I feel like it'd be better if you could do more showdowns with like PvP. If you could do more just like straight up train heists or do all that other stuff. Like granted, like I said, I haven't played in a while, but if you could just focus on that and do that and have it seamless, it would be a good game to me. But I feel like they kind of struggle with that, and then they just leave it alone for GTA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed Red Dead a lot, but it definitely it's a very slow game. It's a very slow game, but.
It's bigger and slower. Like it's probably gonna phase out here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Than the first one.
I think it already did.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the first one better. That's just me.
I've been playing the first one. The mechanics in it are,
especially the Undead Nightmare. That stuff was awesome.
See, I guess I ain't even touched Undead Nightmare. And that game's been out, 8 years?
Come on, bro.
The zombie game?
I haven't even touched it.
That's one of the best parts of it.
I know.
I tried. I just couldn't do it. I don't like horror games. I don't like stuff jumping at me. I can't do it.
I mean, it's not like that.
I mean,
it's
yeah.
not like Resident Evil.
I mean, yeah. I just can't do it. I just don't like stuff jumping out at me.
Yeah. Gears of War. They'll probably show gameplay because I think that comes out this year. Probably. I don't know.
Was that 5?
Gears of War 5. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. We need to get one. Download Gears of War.
Gears of 4. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I need to go ahead and do that.
I mean, y'all.
Dude, you can beat that game in one day.
I was going to, but it was some stupid size, like 120 gigs.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not listening to you guys because we were supposed to play Halo. Which one was it? Was it 3? Was it? No, it wasn't 5. Was it 5?
Or
Reach?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, for replaying with 1.
Yeah, whatever. But we were supposed to play that and play the story mode and beat that together. None of y'all did that.
Bro, I had a trial of Game Pass. Once that expired, it was gone.
Ain't nobody did it. I'm not.
I don't even think I ever downloaded Halo 5.
I downloaded it, but I was playing multiplayer most of the time. They had this mode that was like Halo 3 multiplayer. Yeah, like they were like
classic mode.
Halo 3 is my favorite one.
Yeah, Halo 3 is the best one.
We were supposed to do that.
Multiplayer.
ODST was really good.
People really like Halo 2, but I didn't have I played it with my friend, but I didn't have an Xbox.
Kanaja?
Yeah. Shout out to Jesse Travis.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Halo Infinite, that was next on my list. They're probably gonna show gameplay. Battletoads. I think they announced it last year in passing, but it's definitely probably gonna be some gameplay this year. I'd be really interested to see what that looks like. That'd be pretty, because there's not very many like beat 'em up games nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So
Power Rangers is the last one I played.
Yeah, Power Rangers beat 'em up. Yeah.
The Mighty.
Oh yeah, they just had a fighting game come out that was pretty good actually. Surprisingly, yeah, came out a few months ago.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't look that up.
Yeah, it actually reviewed pretty good. I think that they're gonna announce Final Fantasy 16. It's about time. When did 15 come out? It came out like 3 years ago.
What storyline are they gonna continue? What storyline are they gonna?
I mean, no, there's not any.
Well, I mean, they're leaving 15 alone.
Yeah, they don't really do sequels for Final Fantasy. And when they do, they hyphenate it.
Noctis and company were cool, but they weren't that cool to have a sequel.
People love them though. That's the thing. I don't know.
No, people love their personalities. That doesn't equate to a good story. The characters are cool.
I don't know. I've never played the game, so I don't have an opinion. I just know what people say, and people say they like the characters.
Cool, but the story's not the best.
The story I thought was really cool. I'm trying to think like what didn't you like about it?
What I didn't like is I played the game for 10 hours and I just stopped playing.
For what? Like okay, like what did?
I did not enjoy the combat system. I felt lost the whole game. I felt like there was really no sense of direction in the game. I felt like I was just running around, not really accomplishing anything when I was playing.
I'm okay.
I had to like look up a strategy guide just to figure out like where am I supposed to go next? Like what's going on in the story? I don't.
You didn't look at your logbook.
What the codex?
Whatever logbook.
Yeah, I looked at the codex.
I mean, sometimes you gotta look at the logbook sometimes.
Getting gas.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel. I like the story. I like the characters. Yeah. 16 though. I really want to know, are they gonna talk about 7?
That's what I got next. And this will be at the Square Show. Not the Square Show is the next big show that's gonna be happening. I think that would be a lot. But this is my hot take. they'll show Final Fantasy VII again. When it comes out, I don't really give a damn at this point. They'll show Final Fantasy VII, probably give it a release date. But at the end, they're going to show a logo for Final Fantasy VIII. I have a feeling.
I don't know 8. So
which one is 8? Is 8?
Yeah, which one is 8?
8 is Squall.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, with the gunblade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the diamond swords in it.
Yeah,
T-Rex?
Yeah.
I remember now.
But yeah, that'd be awesome. It probably won't happen, but I do think that they're gonna announce 16. It's just, I mean, it's time. You know, it's been a while.
I'm trying to see lightning return.
I mean, well, how long? How long did they did it take them to talk about 15?
I don't know when 13 came out. 13 came out in
Not
360.
not 13. It's at 15.
I know. So from 13 to 15.
Oh,
yeah. I don't
oh,
know.
okay. Yeah.
When did 15 come out?
I
know. I think it came out in 2015.
Yeah. Okay.
No, 2016.
Not just when he got
Because it was supposed to come out on PS4, not PS4, PS3, but they kept holding, they kept redoing it.
See,
Not redoing.
I want 9. I wouldn't mind having 9, but I mean, if they're gonna do 7, 8, 9 and remake them, then I mean, 8 would be next. But so what is that? That's a 7-year gap in between those two. But I mean, Final Fantasy 15's development was plagued, so it took a little bit longer to come out than it should have.
Yeah.
But
Hey, what about that Lost Odyssey 2 though?
who made it? Was it Miss Walker that made Lost Odyssey? I don't even know if they're still around.
I wonder. Like we already talked about Persona, didn't we?
No,
we didn't. I was wondering.
Oh yeah, I think Persona 5 is coming to the Switch. I didn't say that.
Yeah, Persona 5. I can't wait for that. Also, I just wonder, are they gonna is Atlas gonna do like they're gonna go back and probably like do a what is it when they revamp do
Remaster.
Yeah, remaster Persona 4. They're gonna do those. I think 4 and 3 were pretty good.
I don't know, cause Atlas doesn't really ever.
They don't
redo their games like that's why they're all so rare, because they don't really make many copies. They don't print very many copies, and they typically don't go back and remaster games or nothing like that.
Really, I think it was because I played Persona 5 and I just enjoyed it, and I want to play the other ones because I think either it's 4 or 3, which is popular, and I want to play those to get into it. But if they don't,
Don't even get that started on conversation. Man. That's so.
But yeah,
That is great. Perfectly balanced.
perfectly balanced.
Lightsaber Samurai.
What's happening with you, man? We need to have you up in the corner in the Google Hangout, man. But yeah, is there anything else y'all can think of that might be announced or that y'all want to see announced?
I know everybody keeps saying they haven't, but I want to see some Elder Scrolls 7. I really do. I really do. Or 6. I'm sure.
When you go to sleep tonight, just think about it. Maybe you'll dream and.
Yeah, that's so far away. It's not even funny, bro. You're not seeing it.
just give me.
You ain't even gonna see the logo again for 2 years. Put that out of your mind. The only reason they showed that damn logo is because they are in a hot seat right now, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They had to do whatever they had to do to,
salvage that.
Something.
That was
me.
Like they probably do that damn trailer together in one day. They're just like, here you go, Elder Scrolls 6. See you in 3 years.
Okay. The game I'm waiting for. Well, I know they're not gonna reveal anything, but if they just gave me like a logo or something, but Dragon Age 4, that would.
Maybe I'm reading your comment wrong. I'm about to cut you off. Maybe that's not what you meant. Okay, you said just kidding. Okay, that's what you meant. All right. It's kind of early to be on the hub, ain't it, man? Hey,
oh man, you have to say it for me to get it because I read it. I was like, on the hub.
It's a little early, ain't it, man?
YouTube has a hub now.
I would say I want to see a Dragon Age game, man, but I feel like every single one progressively got worse.
What?
Dragon Age 2 was worse than 1. Inquisition was mad.
Okay, Dragon Age 1 is the best. Is the best Dragon Age. Dragon Age 2. Now.
Dragon Age 2 just looked goofy.
Yeah,
I've never even played it.
It was God of War, bro.
Dragon Age 2 was not known for its combat. Its combat, the map, the map, the graphics. But when it like storyline, I will say it did have a good storyline.
3 was better than 2.
Well, of course, yeah. Three was really good.
The only good thing
It
about 2
got
was
Game of the Year, so
the short guy with the crossbow was the only good thing.
Yeah,
When did Inquisition? When did they come out?
Inquisition.
Nothing made it not came. Nothing came out that year. If it got Game of the Year, nothing came out that year.
Hey, don't.
Let me see. When did it come out?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
to me.
no. We're about to look it up.
Don't do that to me, dog. Don't do that to me.
Dragon Age Inquisition got Game of the Year?
Dragon Age Inquisition release date.
Here is information about the Dragon Age Inquisition.
2014.
I'm trying to think what came out.
Yeah, no. Grand Theft had already come out.
Monster Hunter, God of War. No, that's the wrong one. My bad.
Yeah, no.
Destiny. Yeah, nothing came out there.
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor.
It don't matter.
Destiny.
That got Game of the
What? Shadow of Mordor?
Didn't it?
I don't.
Or am I tripping?
Yeah, nothing came out. Actually, no. Well, yeah, a lot of places gave Child of Light Game of the Year too.
Child of Light was a good game.
Was it? Okay.
Titanfall came out.
It's a very
That was a slow ass year in gaming.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2.
It's not like,
Titanfall was actually pretty
it was
fun.
pretty fun when it came out.
Yeah, it just doesn't sell well.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Even Titanfall 2 was decent.
Yeah.
I just hated like when Titanfall, like it was a good game, but like when it came out, it probably did like maybe 4 or 5 months. Then all of a sudden it just phased out.
Yeah.
Quick. I was like, dang.
Game that just popped in my head that I wouldn't be surprised if they announced it is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Oh.
That was one of my favorite games back in the GameCube, PS2 era.
Mm-hmm.
If they made a new, that would be pretty awesome.
We used to play that all the time.
Have you played that? That seems like an awesome game. I'm surprised that you haven't played that. But
yeah.
It's a really
I think I
good
played it like once, but that is a good. It was a cool little game.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
Maybe Blizzard will announce Diablo 4. Didn't they? Weren't they talking about that?
I thought they discussed about making Diablo 4.
What else are they doing besides Overwatch?
Trying to maintain an Overwatch league, dude. That's like they're in cash cow right now. Overwatch league.
I just saw something about them too, talking about it.
I guess they're doing. I think the expansion's coming out for World of Warcraft, isn't it?
Oh, then it's gonna.
I believe so. I think so. I know.
And they're still working with Activision. For
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I know. Since I play Final Fantasy 14, I know they're getting ready to come out with the expansion.
Call of Duty leagues. That's what they were talking about.
What's it called? Shadowbringers.
You know what?
Yeah, because they
Blizzard
just made the other expansion for that game free right now. I think.
Yeah. Well, they made Heaven's Sword.
Heaven's Sword.
Yeah, they made Heaven's Sword, but Storm. Was it Stormbringer? Well, I can't remember the other one. That one is still. You still got to pay for.
I think there was something else in gaming news I wanted to talk about.
I don't think I ever played Diablo. I think I've seen it. I wanted to play it, but I don't think
I
ever
wanted
played
to
it.
play Diablo. I think I'm.
Point and click games just aren't for me.
That's a game. I was gonna say that's a game I could never sneak into my parents' sanctified home. Was not having that. I remember my dad bought me Metal Gear Solid 2 for Christmas when we got a PS2. My mama said, "You taking that back tomorrow." Jeez. It was rated M. That was like 01. I'll never forget it. I was so mad.
Yeah. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2, that's one of my favorites, man.
I'm trying to remember what game that had to go. It was True Crimes. I remember. I love
Me
that
and
game.
Pico Tassi were just talking about that yesterday.
I love
True
that
Crime
game.
Streets of LA.
Yeah, I love
I've
that
never
game.
really played True Crime.
It was dope. It was
pretty
pretty
dope.
dope.
It was pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Then they came out with that New York.
Streets
of New York.
Yeah, but True Crimes LA. That was dope.
True Crime Streets of LA. No, at first it was just True Crimes, wasn't it?
It was true. It was True Crimes, and then they came out with
True
the
Crime
second
Streets
one.
LA.
Yeah, it was with the black dude.
What is it about?
Fight for New York. That's a damn Def Jam.
That's Def
Yeah,
Jam.
that's Def Jam. Yeah.
True crime is like you're like some kind
Def
of
Jam is fucking
undercover
amazing.
No,
cop against Yakuza.
nah, you're a loose cannon cop, and you're a loose cannon cop, and basically you're going against Asian
That dude had the
gang.
combat tricks. He had the
That's how True
slide.
Crimes came out.
That was
like
2003.
that was Xbox, wasn't it? Like
That's PS2.
yeah, but I want to say because
It was probably both, but it was definitely
Xbox
PS2.
original. Because I remember playing that on Xbox original.
That had to be 02, 03.
Did y'all play State of Emergency?
No, but I wanted to.
That was a fun little arcade type game.
There was another game I just.
Oh, you know what? I did play that.
The Triads.
Yep.
Well, the Triads.
Triads.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Man, I'm trying.
Lightsaber Samurai. If y'all like video games, go check him out, man. He's good info.
Boy, Lightsaber Samurai. I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out.
Missed out on True Crime, man. Yep. Let them know, Pink. Let them know.
Yeah, man. What else is there?
Dang it, man. That was just another game I was thinking about. Oh well.
They're obviously gonna show Call of Duty,
Yeah.
but actually,
Can't wait for that,
that's
dude.
man.
Modern Warfare 4 or in
So how they gonna do that? I guess Activision is gonna show it at their show. It's usually at Sony's show, but they're not gonna be there.
good.
That's interesting.
So that means they're not the official console of Call of Duty no more.
Activision's probably loving that because a lot of people are gonna tune into their show now that didn't do it before because they didn't have Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the rumor is I don't even know if it's a rumor anymore. It's MW4. I mean, you know,
You can hear it in the video, dude.
I don't know. I think you just wanted to hear that, but
But
yeah.
If they want money, they'll do MW4.
How
It's
come
supposed to be
MW4
more
gonna be different
traditional.
than Black Ops 4?
They said it's supposed to be going back to a more traditional Call of Duty game.
So
It's
we've
supposed to
heard that
feel
before,
like
right?
MW1.
I don't know about that one. Call of Duty 4 was kind of meh. You talking about the overpowered M16? That was
Well, that's what everybody that's played is saying that it feels like.
And I need
Going back to that, Pro Perks, having
oh.
a traditional campaign.
That's cool.
So-
Maybe co-op campaign?
Yeah, they said that they're
Really?
working on a 4-player co-op campaign. I believe
Wow.
that's what they said.
That'd be tight.
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for that.
It's
I think the
Call of
last,
Duty 5
well, it wasn't 4-player, it was 2. Yeah,
It was still dope.
yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
my
War
top
of
favorite
War's
Call of Duties.
campaign was yeah.
That's one of my favorite Call of Duties ever, man. People don't like it for some reason. I don't know why.
I just can't get into Call of Duty
That
like that.
multiplayer was dope until people started
That,
hacking.
shit, that was a decade ago. Man.
Man, I know. I'm just saying. I just can't get
Big
into
Red
it.
1 was the first Call of Duty game actually I played hardcore. Yeah, that's going back.
I think my first one was Call of Duty 2 online. Call of Duty 2 is really good.
Call of Duty 2 was hard.
It's a really good game.
But
That
see,
came-
Big
that was
Red
on
one
360.
was the opposite version of just Call of Duty 2. It was
Yeah.
the version that came out for
Boo Boo one for PS2.
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 It
Yeah,
wasn't Boo Boo, but
Yeah,
it wasn't Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, it wasn't Call of Duty 2. Clearly. I remember having that game and going to Walmart
Big
to
Red
play
one
Call
was
of Duty
Yeah, I never played Big Red one actually. I don't
2.
think
It was cool.
I played 1, but I don't think
People
I
are
played
trying
2,
hard
but I
to
never
play
played Big Red one.
2 was the one that really kind of glued me like all the way to the franchise. But Big Red 1 was the
You need to take Pinku Tatsu through all the Call of Duty games so she knows the history.
man.
she's a newbie.
Especially Black Ops 1, man.
I got Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1
play that.
changed
If
the
y'all
game
wanna-
to
If
me.
y'all want to play that, I'll play that.
I
I was
still
just
got
playing it yesterday.
I was gonna say I just found it.
Yeah, I was
No
just playing it
one-
yesterday.
War to War.
Yeah, World of War. That's
Yeah, I was looking at that game. I was like,
Low
I need
key,
to put that in my case.
one of my favorite ones is NW3.
Ice Cube. Man.
Yeah.
Which one was Snoop Dogg? Yeah.
Snoop?
Was Snoop it?
Yeah, he
Didn't
was.
Snoop have a voice somewhere?
Yeah.
It was a DLC
Voice
voice.
pack. Was it NW3? No, it's Ghost. It was Call of Duty Ghost.
Oh,
was it,
okay.
I like.
Q was in what? He was in 3?
No, he was in. He was in World of
for no
War.
reason.
Oh. Who was in the second
No.
one?
Q was in Black Ops 1.
Yeah, he was in Black Ops 1.
Cause he got killed
Yeah.
viciously.
Man.
Find what he said? Find the objective.
Spot playing it bound. Yeah, that was pretty dope. I think Ice-T did one too, didn't he?
Yes, he did, I believe.
But he's a really big gamer.
Yeah, he does that. Not MW. Gears of War. Gears of War competitive.
Yeah.
That game is ridiculous online.
Gears of War.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are tryhards on there.
That is an intense online.
Yes, it is.
That
the community is real about that,
yeah.
especially
That's
the
intense.
underground community.
Yeah.
That was the first time I heard about underground gaming. Was Gears of War 2.
Wow.
Underground gaming community, and they are. That was that one dude that we had a clan war with at one time. It's a black guy. Can't remember what their clan was called. But they, yeah,
I could have been a part of that clan better.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think that's when we met a problem. It was a makeshift ass clan war, man. It was terrible. We were all on YouTube, getting our ass beat. Yeah.
You know what?
Speaking of the problem, I beat him by like 40 points mad, then he beat me by a touchdown, and then never played me again and said he's gonna make me sit on that.
I hate when they say this.
I'm just sitting on that.
You had to sit on that.
7.L for 2 years.
Problem's cool dude though.
He is cool.
But is there anything else that y'all think is gonna be at E3?
Not that I can think of.
Do they have gameplay ready for Fallen Order?
Yeah, that comes out this year.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
We might be able to see that then.
Yeah, I'm sure that
I'll look forward to that.
EA will show that.
Wasn't you the one who dropped that rumor for KOTOR 3, Mr. Deathside? Yeah. When we was kicking it a couple weeks ago, you brought it up. We was playing Smash Brothers. You said they was making Knights of the Republic 3.
I don't remember saying that. I remember
over here.
No, I was talking about they had released saying that they like if they would release KOTOR 3, this was what they were going.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure BioWare has the rights to that name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Pretty
It's just I hated that they like when they got done with KOTOR 2 that they
Leave KOTOR alone, bro.
they basically they didn't make another continuance. They just went to the online play, and I wasn't able to play it because I didn't have good internet at the time, nor did my mom want to pay that as well.
Yeah, no.
So I wasn't able to get the story because apparently they had like a Revan's quest in there and stuff. Like it was. Yeah, I was kind of mad about that, and then I think they said that they weren't going to do like a console game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Question from Lightsaber Samurai is: do the rest of the Slump crew have channels?
In the works.
I'm working on one. I keep saying that, but eventually I'm going.
See, they don't understand that. The best way to do it is just to start it. No matter how shitty it is in the beginning, as long as you're putting shit out there, it don't matter.
I actually do have
But see, I don't really know how to put. I don't know how to stream games straight from the like my console to YouTube. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to. I mean, I guess I could figure out a way to download.
You can do
clips.
it to Twitch and Mixer, but you can't do it straight to YouTube. You
Oh,
can do it on
okay.
PS4, but
What I really want to do is I really want to do like not so much a channel, maybe a channel, but a podcast for I know none of my friends are going to do it, but finding people that do it as a D&D group, really with probably mostly black people. A D&D to do that, a podcast, because I
you know,
don't
I
think
should have
there's
went
like
to NakaCon then.
huh?
Yeah, I should have went to NakaCon.
We need
I
to go to
mean-
DreamCon, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I
it's
really
just-
wanted to go to DreamCon.
What's DreamCon?
It's a black anime. Yeah, it's a black anime convention in Texas.
Is it okay?
It's
Yeah.
ran by RDC Worldwide.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, see, I want
Long
to
Beach Griffith was
like I want to
Yeah,
do
Long
stuff
Beach
like
Griffith,
that.
Daquan.
Like D&D now is like hot.
To
I want to
get
jump
by.
out the bandwagon,
You know
but
what?
doing what a black
That's not a
has.
bad idea.
But like, if
I just don't got the good hardware like your boy.
Yeah.
This is the tech guy right here.
Man,
It's definitely not cheap, man.
Mhm.
Just gotta piece it together.
you're right. You got to invest in it.
yeah,
Not really
I
much
actually
in it.
bought a camera 2 days ago. It came in today. It's a Canon T6 Rebel.
Oof.
So
You thought, come on now. You see that subtle flex right there?
it ain't no flex, but
Come
I'm
on.
like
T6 Rebel?
Yeah, like consistency like that.
Let's put my man's on blast real quick.
T6 Rebel.
Jeez.
Canon T6 Rebel.
Jeez. Hey man, I'm just trying.
Information about the Canon EOS 130.
How much is
That's a quick 500.
It wasn't though. I mean,
Nah, I'm actually looking at that camera. I need a camera because I use my phone for everything I do.
yeah,
Shut the hell up.
yeah. Like I really want to start doing stuff.
T6 and
T6.
T6i.
Oh man, that's a pretty expensive camera.
I don't know. It said T6 Rebel. That's all I saw.
Most expensive things you're gonna have to invest in when you're streaming is gonna be the capture card. Because that capture card I got is 180 or 150.
The one I'm looking at is by is it Elgato?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elgato. What is it?
Shit, they don't have that many. They only got two. Well, they got three.
Yeah, they have three. The expensive one is the one the inside one. Yeah, the inside one that goes in the computer. That's like $500.
Yeah, I got the HD60S.
Yeah, that's the one I want to get, and also the Steam the Stream Deck. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. That's my
Yeah.
next purchase. Tune.
Yeah, that Stream Deck is like $150, or you could buy the $100 one.
You said does it have a swivel screen?
What?
Your camera.
Yeah,
because you're a photographer. That's right.
No, it doesn't have a swivel screen. I don't think. No, it doesn't have a swivel screen. The one with the swivel screen might be the Ti.
Probably.
Yeah.
That sounds expensive. T6i. Just adding that letter on it. Just probably adds a couple hundred or something.
The 1080i hardware.
But yeah, man, I gotta get my homies on here, man. We could all. There's money. This stuff is blowing up. You want to get ahead of the curve. I mean, shit, it's already in motion, but there's money to be made.
Slump Army, man.
And the streaming, content. That's why I'm trying to go all these anime conventions. You know.
Man,
I guess I'm neglecting my streaming and just
I'm
streaming and not get mad.
fairly tempted to just drive out there and meet y'all out there on Saturday, but I don't know if that Honda's gonna make it. We'll see.
That's why we rid in the car.
Smart.
Yeah, man.
But I already know that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody to go to these mines, man. Cause I don't know,
Dang.
it's fun.
Yep. So I'm definitely trying to make it out to some more conventions with your boy, with the General Slumpenstein. And yeah, for everybody watching, maybe you're a sub, maybe you're not, but you know, this is the channel really for gaming, cons, all that stuff.
Yeah, especially conventions, man. I try to go to every convention I'm able to. We go to Anime Midwest just about every year. I don't know if that's going to happen this year, but I don't know. But we're trying different ones. We want to go to Minneapolis. There's another one in Iowa that I want everybody to go to. That would be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, Iowa's just a hop, skip, and a jump away, so
That's cool.
Yeah, that's not too far away. Actually, yeah.
yeah, it's only like 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And the hotel that's at is dope, bro.
Oh,
I don't have to worry about you falling asleep at the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's
terrible,
hey
bro.
man.
He was like, I can't even do it.
Hey, I try to give people warnings like, y'all probably don't want me to drive. Like, I might fall asleep on y'all. Like,
That's why you need that Monster Energy drink.
that puts you quicker.
Well, they got those Java ones now.
Yeah,
They got a lot of. They got a hot chocolate monster now.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I think they got Monster Gum, too.
Man, they got Monster every
Yeah, man. I can't mess with that, bro. That stuff. Monsters, pre-workout.
It has
all
zero
that.
sugar now, dude.
We're definitely rambling now. We talking about pre-workout.
Man.
But yeah, all that shit. That shit is terrible.
At a pawn shop for $300.
I don't know anything about none of that.
What's he doing?
Said he found a T5i at a pawn shop for $300 and it looks pretty good. I don't know if that's a new camera or newer.
Oh man, I wish I
Man,
could.
if one of X was in here, she could probably decipher that sentence for us. But
That's why I go to. That's another thing I want to start doing more is thrifting. I haven't been thrifting on getting my retro games. Man, my collection's been the same size for quite a while now.
it's really not a bad thing given your situation.
But yeah.
I feel like you done thrifted the hell out of Missouri, or Kansas City at least.
Yeah. Thrifting's not the best in Kansas City. Like in places like LA and shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what we need to do. We need to like including with the convention, so we just go
Treasure hunt.
Yeah, just
I hear what
treasure
you're
hunt.
saying.
Yeah, just go treasure hunt. Just go to like LA or some different places. And just like if we take a trip there, we just add in. Let's go here, do some treasure hunt.
Yeah.
They need to start taking.
I was saying, man, 2 year we can plan to go to E3 2 years out.
Hey, hold on. Didn't we try to do that? And then
You do live in Wichita. Okay, I've done a little bit of thrifting out there because I have some family out there, so that's dope. So you're right down the highway then. I guess that's black folk term. It's 2.5 hours. You're right down the highway though.
That's good. Half a tank.
Man, well, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else before I close this out?
Man, they need to start watching our Blackout streams, man. We'd be dubbing it up.
Man.
Yeah, just
High
people
octane gameplay,
don't
man.
like to watch Blackout.
Man.
Yeah, I think the last big thrift find I had was my Sega Nomad. I got it for $10, I think, and I think that thing retails for like $120 or something like that. And I love that thing. I think it's amazing.
What thing?
The Sega Nomad, handheld Sega Genesis.
Okay.
But I don't want to overstay my welcome. So if anybody else has any other video games that they can think of.
Can't think of nothing else right
Just
now.
excited for some Fallen Order news. Hopefully they show some gameplay. That would be nice. Hopefully it doesn't look like Force Unleashed. And as much as I like Force Unleashed,
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
I'll take
That
a
game
different
was
pathway.
sleeper, my guy. That game put me to sleep.
The second one's not very good to me.
The second one ain't that.
Yeah.
The first one was cool.
Yeah,
There we
first
go.
one was cool.
Alright. Okay, so before I close this out, make sure it's still up there. Nobody said no. Okay. Before I close this out, I'm going to go over the schedule for E3. Kicks off on Sunday, June 9th. It looks like we got Bethesda at 5:30 Pacific time.
Oh, Bethesda's gonna be on.
7:30 us.
Yeah, 7:30. So they have a night show. I like that. And then Microsoft is that same day. It's at 4 o'clock Eastern time. I'll just do Eastern time. PC gaming show, 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Why'd they do that like that?
What?
I don't know. I'm just looking. If Microsoft looks like they're first up, why wouldn't they
Yeah,
be on top
I don't
of
know.
it?
That could be all no reason.
Oh, never mind. This no, I can't even say it's in alphabetical order because you got Ubisoft over Square Enix. That's weird.
Then Ubisoft is at 4 o'clock Eastern time on that Monday, June 10th. Square Enix, which should be a really big show. That's why they got the nighttime slot. Is at 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't know why they don't have Nintendo listed. I believe Nintendo's on the 11th, though, at like 10 a.m. Eastern time or something like that. It's not listed there, though, which is weird. It's definitely not all times. But yeah. Oh, there it is.
They got their own slot.
Doesn't say it. But
Splatoon 2, Smash Bros.
did not know that they did PC like that either.
Huh.
How they do PC? I can't see.
PC gaming show, you can never really be entirely sure what games or hardware will turn up. But yeah. Appreciate everybody that tuned in, though. Want to do more of these live podcasts. I don't know if I'll be able to gather everybody in for every one, but if I can, I will, because I like having, I think podcast with one person is a little bit weird. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I'm not a professional podcaster, so I don't want to be sitting here talking, just talking, you feel like I'm just reporting news or something like that. But, don't forget to follow Top 3%. I think he put his Twitch name in the chat. It's Devin with a 0. Depsai.
Don't worry about it. I'm glad I changed.
Depsai, if you search it, his YouTube page will come out. Go ahead and drop a subscribe on that. And my boy Luke, you got anything to plug?
I guess. I guess just man, I really don't have nothing to plug right now.
Dang.
We working on it.
Well,
We in development stages right now.
Twitter, man.
You can follow me on Twitter, Rich Lucas the Third.
You guys get Bayless too.
Reconnection successful. How do you spell his channel?
DEPSIGH.
There's nothing up on it, so he
Yeah,
probably doesn't want. He doesn't want nobody to follow it.
Yeah.
So scratch that. I'm gonna start plugging my Twitter more.
Oh yeah.
I'm on there a lot, and it is the Slumpenstein. If you type that in, it should pop up. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget to like. I guess it's a live stream, so you don't have to comment. When it goes up, I guess you can comment. And subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I put up some new content. We got gaming, comics, anime, tech, whatever you need is here. I'll catch y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.